Do you all feel like people in the federal government have spies? And I feel like politics right now, as we know it, is being used as a weapon. What's up, you guys? I just wanted to talk to you all about this. This is a warning to all the federal workers. I have some information from a person that I know that works for the federal government, and they are very nervous right now about some of the social media posts that they made in the past about President Trump. And they fear that they may lose their job. Now, the person that I know, they've been working for the federal government for over 20 years, and they have never been this scared in their life. They have been told that people are watching them, and they have been watching what they post on their social media accounts. So she's been posting a lot of bad things about the president, and that's why when you work for the federal government, you have to be very careful about what you post on social media. She was being very reckless in some of the things that she was saying about President Trump, calling him the orange man, just making little memes and posts about him. So she has to go back several years and remove all of those posts. And not only her posts, her spouse's post as well, because they're watching her spouse post too. And another thing, they're in the LGBTQ community. And a lot of people in the Republican Party are not for the LGBTQ community. So she has to remove a lot of things about her relationship. And I feel real bad for her because she is a hard worker, and she was working from home before the pandemic. And y'all know that the federal workers have been told to go back to work. He's forcing everybody, because we know that President Biden, he allows some of the federal workers to work from home, just for safety precautions. But she had been working from home before then. So it's going to be a lot of mental health problems going and returning back into the office, especially like if you've been working from home for over 10 years and you are not used to being around people. You kind of got your routine set up. Now you got to fight traffic. You may have to take the kids into daycare. It's a lot of things that you have to get used to, and you all know how it is working around people. And if you haven't been working around your co-workers in 10 years, there's going to be a lot of anxiety. And I can just see mental health going up right now. But back to these social media posts, please, if you work for the federal government or government, make sure that you are being mindful about what you post. Any slander about the presidents, they're watching. And I feel like they're trying to get rid of people. So don't give them a reason to fire you right now. This person is very nervous right now. And the spouse works with one of my friends, and she states that this person is so nervous and scared, and she's never seen her so depressed right now. And she had to remove a whole lot of posts. And I just hope she got them all. But y'all already know people can screenshot stuff and keep things. They are really trying to lighten the load, so don't give them a reason to fire you. This is serious times right now. We live in a country that says we have freedom of speech, but you all know that's not true. People are using your words and your posts against you right now. And if you didn't vote for the winning team, you better be careful, because there's going to be consequences for your actions. That's why I always said I do not tell people my political affiliation. They don't need to know. Co-workers don't need to know who you voted for. Keep that private. If you didn't vote for the winning team, just keep everything that you want to say in your mind. Don't let it come out your mouth, because they're going to hold it against you. Believe me, this lady is going through right now. And also, you guys, make sure you following all the rules. Make sure when you take your lunch that you're coming back on time. Sometimes we get relaxed on the job and we think we can trust people, and we may take an extra 15 minutes on that lunch break. Don't do it. I'm telling you. This is not the time to become a target. So just be mindful. Make sure you be mindful on what emails you send, what you're saying on the phone, who you're talking to. Make sure that everything you do at that job is related to that job. Don't give them a reason right now. They are definitely trying to lighten the load right now. And y'all let me know, have you all heard of this, or have you all experienced any of this in the office? Or do you all feel like people in the federal government have spies? Or y'all think I'm making it up? Because my friend, she don't lie. She worked with this person and they are very distraught. So y'all let me know in the comments. To me, to be honest, I feel like the federal workers are being made to submit in a way that prevents them from having their own mind. It's becoming like iRobot in that place. Everybody needs to think alike, speak alike, act alike, dress alike. Anything you say can be held against you. If you're not saying what the winning team is saying, just be quiet, do your work, and mind your business. Because right now, people are being forced to take sides. I have never seen it like this, and I feel like politics right now, as we know it, is being used as a weapon to further divide us and demoralize our humanity. And it's punishing people who have their own mind. Everything right now is just intensified and magnified. All of these policies right now, DEI, and to be honest, like some people really didn't even know what DEI was. They never heard about it. But now they have picked a side and they're angry, they're mad, and don't even know what DEI was a couple of months ago. And we know that DEI is not just for Black people, but it's for everybody, y'all. It's so that everybody can be included, whether you're Black, white, no matter what your sex is, your social economic status is, if you have a disability. It encompasses everybody, so everybody can be treated fairly and to be in a working environment where they feel comfortable in. The only reason why I feel like DEI is a big problem right now in the federal government, I feel like some of the people in those higher positions, they really took advantage of some of those programs and they mismanaged the funds. I think a lot of funds cannot be accounted for. And people maybe were not using the funding correctly. And I think that's why they want to get rid of it. Because it was not helping the people that it intended to help. But now the people that really need the assistance from DEI has to suffer. And it's a shame. Something had to happen with money. I know it wasn't the people at the bottom. The people at the bottom are always working harder and doing their work. But when you have a lot of liberties and you're in those high positions and making a whole lot of money, people take advantage of stuff. And that's just how it is. And it's very sad. Like the majority of people think that diversity, equity, and inclusion is a problem right now. And we're all different. Even if you take away DEI right now, when we go back to work, it's still DEI is going to be present in front of you. You're going to be working with men, women, people with disabilities, people from different backgrounds, socioeconomic statuses. It's still going to be there, no matter if you take it away. If you take the program away, it's still going to be right there in front of you. But the funding won't be there. The protection may not be there. The rules and regulations won't be there anymore. I just never thought I would see celebrities and millionaires having so much influence on politicians. Politicians are yielding to these billionaires and celebrities. They are yielding to their views and their perceptions on how they think the world should be. And the influence of these people is causing people to be so hateful now and divided like never before. Because let's just keep it real. People are so angry and upset right now about all of these political views. Like I said, some people didn't even know what DEI was. And it just seems like politics now is like a lynch mob. And it just seems like we have made politics a weapon. And when you find yourself so upset and so passionate about what's going on and you're just riled up and mad, I want you to stop and just ask yourself a question like, why are you so mad? Why are you so upset? Why are you letting these politicians make you feel this way? This is not a time to let people plant seeds in you that demoralize you, that causes division, that causes hate. Don't let it happen to you all. Just, sometimes you have to sit back and ask yourself a question like, why am I feeling this way? Make sure that they are your values, because sometimes we just allow so much influence and we start allowing other people's values to be a part of us and we don't even know why. So sometimes you just need to step back for a minute and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way about this? I was listening to the news the other day and I listen to it a lot right now, because this is not a time for us to be in our feelings about stuff and say, oh, I can't look at that. I can't watch that. It just makes me so upset. No, you need to look at it because you need to know what's going on around you. You need to be informed. That's why a lot of things happen to people, because they don't have any knowledge of what's going on around them. You better recognize why people looking at you like they do and the vibes that you get from people. You got to know what other people are thinking. I was looking at the news the other day about how Target, they dropped their DEI program and Costco decided to keep theirs. Now, when Costco decided to keep their DEI program, the politician lynch mob decided that they wanted to protest against them. That's some strong influence, y'all. People are protesting Costco for deciding to keep their DEI program. They are singling out people who don't think like them, and that's just basically what it is. They're isolating people. It's like a lynch mob. This puts Costco in a bad position because it's affecting their money, their income, and that's what this lynch mob is doing. But this is just something I want you all to be mindful of. Y'all drop it in the comments how you all feel about it. Just make sure that the comments are respectful. And I just appreciate all of you all for being here, watching and subscribing and commenting. But I'm going to talk to you all later in the comments.